What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Austin Williams versus Kieron Conway, and this was a 10-rounder in the middleweight division, and this fight was Saturday, September 17th from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, and this fight was broadcasted on DAZN pay-per-view, and in this fight, Austin Williams was able to get a clear unanimous decision victory over Kieron Conway. So I personally scored this bout 96-93 in favor of Austin Williams. The three judges scored this bout 96-93, agreeing with my scorecard, and 97-92 twice. So this was a very, very good step-up win for Austin Williams. Leading up to this fight, he didn't really face anyone that was on paper a threat. I mean, in this fight, he took on a very young, very hungry fighter in Conway, and yeah, he did what he had to do, and he's still undefeated. So just to break this fight down round by round, I thought that Williams had the better work in round number one. That's why I gave him that round. Round number two, also Williams had better work, and he started to come forward a bit more, started to be more aggressive. So after 2 rounds, I had it 20-18 for Austin Williams. Then in the third round, I thought that Kieron Conway had some very nice counters on the outside and really dictated the pace of that round with his counters and boxing. So I gave him that third round. Then in the fourth round, I also gave it to Kieron Conway. That was a big round for him because he landed some big and very nice counters on the outside as well, just like in round number 3. And it was a very similar round to that third round, almost a carbon copy. That's why I went in favor of Kieron Conway. So after 4 rounds, I had it 38-38. But then in the 5th round, I thought Williams had the better and harder shot. That's why I gave him the 5th. But I still thought it was pretty close, but I still edged it to him because of that. However, in round number 6, it was very similar to round number 3 and 4, where I gave it to Conway based off of his counters and combinations from the outside. But in this 6th round, he started to land some nice 3-punch shots as opposed to just one snapping right hand counter from the outside. But then in round number 7, I thought that Williams just simply landed better shots, just like in round number 5. That's why I gave him that 7th round. And then in that 8th round, I thought that Williams simply just outworked Conway. So after 8 rounds, I added 77-75 for Williams. But then in the 9th round, it was a big round for Austin Williams. It was a 10-8 round. As Conway was dropped, he was in the corner. Williams came in with a leaping big right uppercut that landed on Conway. Then he sort of leaned down him a bit, but he went down. Referee called it a knockdown. I think it was the right call, even though Conway's corner was really complaining to the referee that it was obviously not a knockdown. But yeah, still the referee kept the same call because in Las Vegas the officials could change it after review, and they did not here. I think that was the right call 100% because there was a shot landed, and it seemed like Conway was crumbling in the corner after that shot. So yeah, that was a big moment for Austin Williams. But then in the 10th round, I thought that although it was a close round, I still thought that Kieron Conway had the better work, the better combos on the outside, and I thought he won that 10th round. So, yeah, I think that the scorecards for this fight that the judges had were definitely right. Could have been anywhere from 4 rounds to 3 rounds in favor of Kieron Conway. Williams definitely dictated the pace mostly throughout this fight, scored a knockdown, and definitely won it clear. So this goes into the question, what is next for Austin Williams? 12-0 now, still has 9 knockouts, obviously. He's been rising on these DAZN cards, and I think in his next fight, he'll again be on a very big card, and I think he'll step up the competition again, and he could take on a very, very solid level fighter. Kieron Conway is someone in the middleweight division who's around number 30, 25, around there. I would like to see Austin Williams on another big card like this. This was a pay-per-view card. He was the opener on pay-per-view. So I think that in his next fight, Matchroom and DAZN will put him on a big card, and he'll take on someone that's at least inside the top 30 in the middleweight division, just like Kieron Conway. But as for Kieron Conway, I believe this is his 3rd loss of his career. If I'm correct, it could be his 4th, but I'm pretty sure it's his 3rd. Yeah, losing here tonight. He put up a pretty solid effort in some of the rounds, but just didn't rack up enough rounds, and he got dropped as well. So, yeah, I think in his next fight, he'll take on some lower-level fighters in England. I'm pretty sure that's what he did after he took on Suleiman Sissoko on one of the Canelo cards. I'm pretty sure he did go back to the UK and take on some lower level competition, unless that's not what happened, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I think he'll just go back to the UK, take on some lower level guys, get some wins, and maybe get called up for another like big opportunity on the zone match or whatever. So overall, Austin Williams drops Kieron Conway and gets a clear and very solid unanimous decision victory to stay undefeated. And again, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.